Hey, it's that chick again, but she's got shorter hair. I recognize this trend and I seem to keep wearing this dress, so I've dubbed it my advice dress. I just need to do laundry. Severely. Only instead of wearing that blue cardigan with a hole in the right armpit, I have a snazzier vest. That alone increases this bitch's credibility by at least 10 times. Fingers are tiny. Pant labyrinth. But today's video is going to be a topic that has been on my mind quite a bit as of late. Maintaining a positive sense of self-esteem for those who have vaginas. Now, I'm not claiming to be an expert or guru of any kind. Yes, I am. Or am I claiming that I'm more intelligent than others? Tastes like education. But I know that some women can get in a bit of a conundrum when they need someone to go to for a sense of reassurance, especially if they don't have a lot of female friends. And I know exactly what that feels like, the bitter sting of not being accepted by female peers. It's like they have a cool vagina club and you're not allowed to join because you don't know enough about shoes or designers or some shit. But what can happen is if you're, you know, that little kid who was a bit of a tomboy like I was, who was accepted by the guys because at recess you didn't mind getting dirty, and you didn't care about boys yet romantically, and you would play basketball with them and just shut up and play sports. If you leave your anger and resentment for not being accepted by a lot of their female peers unchecked, what happens is you grow up and you kind of start to resent women, which I've realized really did happen to me. You're just that little kid and you're thinking, fuck those bitches, I don't need them. I'm sitting around in a circle and discussing like how cute Paul looks and calories and shit like that. Fuck them, I don't need them at all. Fuck those bitches. But inside you're really more thinking, why won't those skeezy hoe bags accept me? I'm cool. Okay, I don't really want to talk about how cute Jake looks, or the pros and cons of the South Beach diet versus the Atkins diet. I don't care that you cut your hair 2 centimeters, and I'm never going to talk to you about your calf size. But on a day where I'm not feeling very good, shit, I want to talk to a woman. I would like to feel the embrace of the warm glow of the empathy that vaginas have been bestowed by God or whatever the fuck you believe in. If you're me, nothing. Evolution. Woot science. But irregardless, if you were a woman like me who was coldly cast out by womankind, or if you're a woman who had tons of lady friends, or if you're a dude that just wants to check this out for pure shits and gigs, because of the awesomeness that is the internet, I can give out some advice if there is any woman out there that has a, you know, self-esteem problem. Also, I've decided to dress back up like this because this is much more just me, and I feel more comfortable doing it. Okay? And if you don't like that, well then fuck you, I don't give a fuck. Which leads me to my first of 4 tidbits of advice. Lesson 1, learn to not give a fuck. And I know immediately someone out there at their computer is thinking, actually it's really important to give a shit sometimes and to listen to what people have to say, because sometimes people say important stuff and you should listen to it. Yes, obviously. Very important point. It is extremely important to be able to understand positive criticism. It is what separates girls from women. If someone who has an invested interest in you and your well-being and actually cares about your feelings, like a family member, a close friend, or a significant other or spouse, says something to you that's meant to be as a constructive criticism to make you improve in some fashion, then yes, listen to that. When I say don't give a fuck, I mean 2 things. 1, learn to recognize the people who just say shit to say shit. There's nothing constructive in it all. It's just hurtful. Like, you're so ugly. You look fat today. You look like you swallowed Oprah. Like, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Fuck all of it. Secondly, even for the stuff when someone's trying to give you constructive criticism, for this point I mean everything. Don't let the voice of what opinions other people have given you completely drowned out your own. If you're too empathetic and you listen too much to what other people have to say, after a while you can be searching for hearing your own voice and lose your self-esteem completely. Listen to what other people have to say, but always think critically about the information you're being told. And importantly, compare it to what you think about yourself too. Because at the end of the day, it's extremely important what you think of yourself. Also, extremely important point. It is not your boyfriend's job to completely just sweep all your insecurities under the carpet. You have to be your own hero. You have to be the #1 person you go to when you're feeling like shit to sweep all that shit out of your head. You think you're living in Twilight? Your boyfriend's supposed to handle everything? Hold on, spider monkey. Fuck no! No! You don't need an Edward Cullen. You don't need a Jacob Black. Wow, I actually know their names. Be your own hero. Be the first person you go to, and then when you need help, of course, you're gonna need help here and there. It's not a sign of weakness. It doesn't mean you're broken or whatever if you cry or you get down about it here and there. But always try to go to yourself first and foremost. If after that you need some help, it is extremely important that you're with a partner that will listen to you, that will empathize with you, and that will try to dispense advice. But if you're always going to them for advice, think about how annoying that would be. The first time you go to someone and go, am I pretty? That's okay. But then if the next day you're all like, I know you told me yesterday I'm pretty, but I've forgotten that you told me that I'm pretty, so do I look pretty right now? They're gonna want to bust open your head with a Shaun of the Dead cricket bat. They just are. And it's annoying to anyone to be asked things all the time and badgered. So don't push your significant other to too much of a limit. Number 2. This is an extremely quick tip, but it worked for me. It really did help. So just an advice I would give to a lot of other women. It is always a bad thing if you look at your face in the mirror with no makeup at all and you're uncomfortable by that face. There's a reason the makeup and cosmetic industry is $1 billion industry. It's because it capitalizes on girls' insecurities. I also recall from university, they've done studies showing that higher levels of female self-esteem is strongly associated with a smaller frequency of wearing makeup, meaning that women who wear makeup all the time tend to be more insecure, and can't really blame them. I mean, if every day we've been conditioned to put something on, we get into a compulsion that every morning the face in our mirror is not acceptable yet. And I know someone's going to say, hey, you're wearing some makeup right now. And I am. I'm wearing a bit of concealer and I'm wearing some eyeliner. It's true, I am. But I went all last week not wearing any makeup. Don't mean teehee, this is a week where I'm just going to stay at home and watch movies and eat popcorn and no one's going to look at me anyway. Teehee, I did it for a week with no makeup. No, I mean something where something's on the line and you would normally feel like you should put on some makeup to look more attractive. Last week, I hung out with the boyfriend, went up to visit him, didn't even bring any makeup with me at all in case I felt the desire to want to put some on. No, it's a stepping ladder thing too, right? I mean, you just start just wearing some eyeliner, then you start dabbling concealers and foundations, and then before you know, you wear tinters and bronzers and lip liners, and you're coloring in your eyebrows, and shit gets out of control. Test yourself. Try a week. Try a month. Try going without makeup for a while. Try only wearing it on special occasions. Be comfortable with your face. 3, educate yourself, fool. The more we understand our fears, the more we can rationalize it, and the less we fear things irrationally. So, if you're really insecure about yourself or shit going on in your head, educate yourself on the subject. Then you can reflect with the material and go, hey, I do that, I never knew it was called that, and now I've learned something important. Black females have more obesity. Well, that doesn't really relate to me. I do that shit all the time. I'm apparently more extroverted. There's a Marmaduke comic in here. Well, I already knew all this shit. It's Batman's son. I am Batman. Jeez, the Boy Wonder's tights are tight. Shit, Batman's distracting me. Fourthly, cliches only provide you comfort so much. You're extremely sad and you're sitting at your computer weeping, looking for support, and you read, apparently when God closes a door, he opens a window. Cliches are not going to help you to a certain extent. You need to find something from a book or a movie or the internet. It can start as a cliche, but you need to find something that deeply resonates with yourself and keep that in mind. Ideally, it should be something that came from you. Something that you conceived by your own. And if you need to, write it on a mirror or post it on your wall. What's my personal anecdote I tell myself? Fuck you, you can't know, bitch. Because that would defeat the purpose. And it would become so cliche and it would lose its meaning. Also, related number 4, smile, bitch. Smile. Smile's gonna be a good day. You best have a good day, bitch. Or I'll find you and maul you.